8:30 in the morning. We're leaving our anchorage here at the head of Little Sarasota Bay, and we're not going to go straight across to the green marker. We're going to go back down to our next green so we don't get across this shoal that's right around this marker here. Now if you come in and stay, looks like a park here on the end of the island. There's a sign over there, a lot of these big houses, and you can dinghy over to any one of them, the best thing, and be provided with a free meal at the county jail, because there's the no trespassing sign are all around this bay, so be careful.
Captain Matt's taking us to the Stickney Point Bridge. We got about 20 feet. Should make it no problem.
That Stickney Point Bridge normally has a height of 18 feet, but we got under it with the tide. So they just emerged from a small channel here at 74 in the Roberts Bay, and there you have Sarasota. Now this is green 81 in Roberts Bay here. Folks taking shelter behind some of these spoil islands or islands. The only problem I'd have with this is it's 35 mile an hour through here, and you get one of these big boats going through like we did down there at Venice, and it'll row you pretty good right over there. Sailboat's waiting for an opening, but we've got 26 feet today here at the Siesta Key Bridge, so we're going to go on through. Sarasota's a pretty city. And once we come out of the Wrangling Bridge, we're going to take a hard turn to starboard here. You don't want to miss that. Coming off of green 13, you're going to have New Pass. And we're just going to continue heading right up to the head of the bay. And it might be up to Tampa today. Now green 17, we're going to change our course from northwest to west and go across to the western side of the bay, and then we'll change to northwest again and head up through that pocket. If you keep going straight here northwest at this point at green 17, you'll end up in half a foot of water. Now we're about to make our turn back to the northwest, and if you got birds walking out here, it's right at high tide. So you can see, really, if you have any kind of draft at all, you've got to pay strict attention to the channel through here. Out of the Cortez Bridge over to Bradenton Beach and into Anna Maria Sound. There's going to be one more bridge to go through, and then we're out on Tampa Bay. Good shot of the relationship of your last bridge out to Tampa Bay and the Sunshine Skyway. And the intercoastal roughly goes on this course straight on down to the Sunshine Skyway. Now it's flashing red 68. We're going to leave Anna Maria Sound and head up to Egmont Key. The intercoastal, however, is going to take 68's these red markers up ahead. Going to go down to the Sunshine Skyway Bridge and then head up it. I'll show you that on a map. The Sound and the intercoastal, we're about at this point right here. We go down, and then it goes on up, and then up the inside. And what we're going to do is we're going to come in behind Passage Key, come out through the channel, and troll over these bars here. See if we can pick something up, and then we're going to come right on in Bunce's Pass or Pass Grill, or even right on up to John's Pass, and then rejoin the intercoastal. Now Egmont Key was a Union outpost during the Union Fort during the Civil War, and there's several shipwrecks on the west side of it. And in fact, the Fort Walls, I believe, it fell in on the west side and died of those. But because they were able to keep Tampa Bay bottled up, that the South had to use the secondary ports, the shallower ports, Bayport being one, and of course that led to me finding the shipwrecks at Bayport. And on our trip back here, there's I understand there's an archaeological team up there studying those shipwrecks now. We're leaving Egmont Key and we're heading into John's Pass. And all we've done was cut off all that area there, and roughly up in here is where we'll go back in. Captain Connie's lining us up for the John's Pass entrance, and we saved a whole lot of real estate, all of that going down through, and all the bridges and manatee zones and what have you. And you can just barely in the distance see the trees sticking up from Egmont Key. Got a series of cans marking the shoals through here. First today, wake this. Alright. Whoa.
I want to say something to him.
Back to filming that boat first today when it went around, nearly threw me overboard and broke Connie's wrist. Barge tightens things up going through the John's Pass here. Obviously they're building new spans. And from John's Pass, we rejoined the Intercoastal Waterway at Flashing Red 4. Our next causeway up would be the Welch Causeway. Done is come in behind the Welch Causeway, and you've got right off the waterway here, those lights in there is a Publix shopping center where you can get all the kind of groceries you want. There's a McDonald's up there. You can even dock at the McDonald's after you go through the causeway going west. What's on the grill tonight? Fried spaghetti.